stock class, we had 13 cars. Here in the 4900, we have 46 cars that will take the start line. And off the line right now is the number 195 of Todd Rimreed out of Bennington, Nebraska with TR Racing. This is Tyler's dad. He's been running in the stock class in a Polaris RS1, Bikeman, MRT, Greaves Motorsports, Fox, TR Constructions, ZRP, Blown Concepts, Concrete Supply, Bobcat, Mackey Construction, and Dirt Launch Power Sports. It's been a great run for everybody thus far this morning.
Well, maybe with the possible exception of the guy who put it on his side.
Well, yeah, Taylor took a little bit of a bad bump there. Tough break for him for sure.
And Todd Rimreed goes into 11th position with a 33.543. I
believe that is Cody Willenberg, the number 529, taking off, running his Polaris, AMX, and Fox. Again, this is a kind of a drag race style. It's just over a quarter mile. There's two little ledges right here. There's the second ledge, and now you pick your poison to go through this water. All you have to do is go through that qualifying arch. And then later on today, it'll be a 5-mile lap, hour-and-a-half race plus a lap. So I'm going to guess that 8 to 10 lap, I think we're going to be in that 12 to 15-minute lap. It's going to be pretty wild.
It is indeed. And that was Cody Willenberg there. He puts himself into 9th position with a 31.704.
And off the line next to 831 of Bill Hilliard. He's running in the open class out of Ikram, Mississippi with all things UTV. He's in the Can-Am, all things UTV, Vision, Super ATV, KMC, Maxxis, Vision, Dragonfire seats, KB3, Warn, Bikeman, G-Force, EE, Ultimax belts, and Keller Performance.
Watching him out on course yesterday, he was doing a lot of pre-running out there.
And off the line next is Mr. All Things UTV. That's Dustin Robbins out of Decatur, Alabama with All Things UTV. He's running a Can-Am, All Things UTV, Vision Wheels, Super ATV, KMC, Maxxis, Vision, Dragonfire seats, KB3, Warn, Bikeman Performance, G-Force, EE, Ultimax belts, and Keller Performance. See what kind of time Dustin Robbins can check out.
And Bill Hilliard there came in the 10th position with a 31.9. As watching Dustin Robbins here, hits the water splash and crosses the line.
That's going to be a pretty quick run.
Dustin Robbins is actually in 12th position with a 32.55. He seemed to check up when he got to the rocks at the end. And because this course is so short, because it is so unbelievably technical, just the smallest of mistakes, backing off the throttle at just the wrong moment, just bleeds that time away.
And taking off next, sitting second in Eastern points, Mr. Jamie McCoy. He is a crowd favorite for sure with John Boy riding shotgun, number 70 out of Kingsport, Tennessee with G-Force Racing. He's in a Can-Am X3 with C8 technology, G-Force STK, MRT, Evo, and Keller ball joints.
Yeah, we just saw Jamie there taking what I consider to be the longer line, so it'll be interesting to see where that puts him. But I've got a feeling that's got to put him right down there.
And in the stock class, Mr. Josh Smith sitting first in Nationals and second in Western Series, battling close with Brian Crofts.
And Jamie McCoy goes into 5th position with a 28.9, so a solid run there from Jamie.
Josh Smith with Corey Nasso riding shotgun out of Castle Rock, Colorado with Smith Brothers Racing in a Pro XP built by Xfinity Fav, Liqui-Moly, MRT, ZRP, HCR, Warn, Factor 55, and Alpine Off-Road.
And Josh Smith throws it down there. He's in 2nd position with a 27.33. So a fantastic run there from Josh Smith. And let's not forget that Josh Smith is actually running in the stock production class.
And laying it down that fast, that's a fast young man. Off the line next is Mr. Rich Bursch, number 4916, out of Castle Rock, Colorado, with Bandit Off-Road and Genesis Motorsports. He's in a Polaris RZR, EFX tires, KMC, Fox, Bandit, Trinity, Aftermarket Assassins, Brannock, HCR, and Rigid.
Yeah, just to give you an idea how good a run that is for Josh Smith, you have to go all the way down to 8th position before you find another stock production UTV, and that is actually Richard Bursch, who we've just seen cross the line with a 30.9.
And now off the line, number 86, Paul Wolf, who is in first place in Nationals West and East. He is the man on a mission to beat out of Brighton, Illinois, with Wolf Racing, Can-Am athlete, MRT Tires, Raceline, HCR, CA Technologies,
Let's
G-Force,
look at the line here.
Zollinger.
Let's look at the line here, Miles. Look at this. He just absolutely straight lines it. No hesitation. Big
It's
jump,
a
hits the
little
water.
donkey. So who's it going to be? Did he just pump? He did. Fastest man of the day is Paul Wolf with a 24.903. Paul Wolf is one of those. He's not new to off-road. He's new to Ultra 4 this year and came in completely dominating the UTV class, and then he'll race his UFO later on today. Paul Wolf is the one to beat. Absolutely amazing.
Now, the last time he was out here is actually at the Visions Off-Road Park, and he won absolutely everything. So I wonder if he can do the same here this weekend.
And there's Brian Crofts with Wayland Campbell riding shotgun out of Queen Creek, Arizona with CB Motorsports with Polaris, Clockworks, Nitto, Fox, FK, Willwood, RCV, Curry, Baja, Rugged, Warren, Axial, Off the Grid, Monster, Factor 55, 212, and a proper tuning.
Yeah, Brian Cross crossed the line in 13th position with a 31.56.
And the three-time King of the Hammers winner, Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Famer Shannon Campbell with Jess Meekum riding shotgun number 5 out of Gilbert, Arizona with Campbell Racing. Campbell Enterprise chassis. He's running the 4900 Open class, Polaris Razor powertrain, Monster Energy, Fox, Nitto, and Method race wheels.
And look at the pace here. Shannon still showing he's an absolute professional, and this is going to be a quick time. Shannon Campbell crosses the line in 4th position with a 27.473. Now, I was chatting to Shannon earlier this week, and he was saying he's really unhappy with the setup on the vehicle. So if he can get that dialed in, expecting to be at the pointy end this weekend.
I saw him tweaking on it quite a bit. Number 417, Justin Barth off the line out of Springfield, Missouri with Barth Racing. He's in a Polaris, RCV, MRT, Walker Evans, Warren, Hess, PCI, G-Force, Fox, Keller, HCR, and ZRP. All their amazing marketing partners helping them get to the start line. You know, without racers, without marketing, we couldn't be here today for the 2022 Method Race Wheels Legends of the Fall.
Justin Barth there crossing the line. Just trying to get a time for him. Justin Barth crossing the line in 26th position with a 35.46. So let's just have a quick look at our top 5. In 5th position at the moment, it's Brian Stone in the Pro UTV Modifieds with a 28.2. In 4th, it's Shannon Campbell in UTV Open with a 27.47. In 3rd, it's Josh Smith in a UTV stock production and our highest stock production with a 27.33. In 2nd is Tyler Gibbs with a 26.08. And it's that man in 1st place. It's only Paul Wolf with a 24.9. Now, Miles, can anyone beat that?
That's going to be a blistering pace. I do think the 4400 cars will be able to do that, but Paul Wolf that guy's amazing. And he's racing in his 4400 car later as well, so he's getting track time in his Can-Am and then his UFO. Absolutely amazing. Off the line next is the number 4932 Scott Lesage out of San Diego, California with Sage Alternative. In the Pro Modified class, he's a Polaris 1000 with a Craftworks supercharger. Only supercharger out on track in the UTV class. Alba, RCV, Fox, PRP, Maxxis, and DWT.
Yeah, he just bleeds quarter of a second there as he makes his way across the line, but this is still going to be a nice time for. See where Scott comes there.
And off the line right now is number 20, Mr. Travis Zollinger. Zollinger Racing Products himself out of Nibley, Utah.
And Scott Lesage crossed the line in 19th position with a 32.714.
Travis Zollinger in that Can-Am, a single-seat Can-Am. It's an amazingly built machine. ZRP, RCV, BFG, Sparco Seats, HCR, Fox, FK, K&T Performance, Warren PCI, Logan Coach, and Baja Designs.
Travis crosses the line in 5th position with a 27.807, so a fantastic run there.
You talk about qualifying, running quick. JT said, I'm going to get these guys and gals out on course, and they are sending it about every 20, 30 seconds. This is a lot of fun qualifying going on.
It is indeed. But that's what we wanted. We wanted great racing, and that's what we're getting right now. Great racing.
And sitting in first place in the open class in Nationals and the West is number 88, Mr. Mark Welch, out of Folsom, California, in the 4900 open class. He's got a custom-built Polaris, Maxxis, Method race wheels, and King.
And he's looking very fast here. Look at the way this machine is just chewing up the ground.
Mark Welch, you can really tell that car's home built. I love everything he does with that thing. It's a really cool machine.
It is indeed. Mark Welch, he crosses the line in 8th position with a 28.4, and that's how close it is at the top now, Miles. Unbelievable number of vehicles under 28 seconds.
And 212, Jason Sushi out of Iona, Idaho, with Zollinger Racing Products. He's in the Pro Modified class, running his Can-Am, ZRP, BFG, and Fox. His first Ultra 4 race was last year in Moab.
Just backs off a little bit there, takes it nice and steady, and crosses the line. Clean run there for the 212. So 212, Jason Saucy, he comes in at a 30.9, puts him in 16th position.
And the number 502, Mr. James Cantrell with Mad Ram 11 out of Louisville, Kentucky. He's in a Polaris Pro XP, HCR, BFG, Keller, ZRP, Brannick, all things UTV, PRP, DynoJet, MRT, Super ATV, Factory UTV, PRP Vision, and Power Sports of America.
If he has to put all those stickers on his car, I think that's going to slow him down by 3 seconds.
Hey, James Cantrell slow as all at everything he does, especially race prep. He waits till the last second. He's taking it pretty slow through that water. Not sure what's going on there. Hopefully he's doing okay.
I just don't think he wants to get wet. But there's James Cantrell, crosses the line. James Cantrell crosses the line in 34th position with a 43.4.
What a great morning of qualifying we have right now for the 2022 Method Race Wheels Legends of the Fall. This is the first ever Legends of the Fall hosted at South Grand Lake Disney Recreation Area. We are working hard to collaborate with GRDA, the towns of Disney, and Langley, Oklahoma, to put on together a national level off-road series event here at South Grand Lake. It's been absolutely amazing.
The he's missed the timing loop. Yep, he's managed to miss the timing loop.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy.
There's a few of them that are going to have a DNF today. We saw Heath Taylor. We saw
Anyone's
Terry Madden
going off the far side of the course. If we could slow him down and send him back, that would be marvelous. Thank you.
There's a great shot of the crowd. As it gets later and later, I think it's just going to build and build. There is a riding across the way in the woods. Oh, there he does get turned around. You called it, Jim. We do have an access point to the trails that will let you cross over in between races, and then you can go trail ride, and then if you want to come back over between races, you can come back through as well.
It's also worth noting that the guys and girls here from Mid-America Off-Road have actually built a bridge, can you believe, so we can access different parts of the course. I find it amazing, the absolute commitment they have to this race series.
That is the Can-Am bridge you're talking about. And speaking about Can-Am, the number 118 of Matthew Walraven with Oak Ridge, North Carolina with 118 Off-Road. He's in the Can-Am, CT Raceworks, MRT, Method, G-Force, JW Performance, Rival, Can-Am, Murray, Bomb Threads, Transit Site Solutions. So we got some fun ones that joined us up in there in the booth. We got the Gomez brothers. We have Marcos and Raul. Marcos, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I was just looking for coffee. You got any coffee around here somewhere?
I don't have any of that, but if you find it, let me know, all right?
Oh, doing great. We were just out there looking at the we taught a few different lines yesterday on the qualifying. There was like the Hail Mary, there was the OK, there was a safe, and there was full send, so we're not too sure which one we might do.
Oh, if it's a Gomez, it's full send. I know that's what's going on.
So we got him a JP some pre-runner car, his old car. He's all, if you wad up your junk, you got mine. I tried it yesterday. That thing is so stiff.
Well, maybe it's just your old age, right?
I don't know, I just turned 29 the other day, guys.
Again, right? Yeah.
Again. They were talking about Channing texted me a while ago. They're out somewhere, and he's like, hey, how old are you? They say you're over 50. I'm like, over 50? I haven't got there yet.
Yeah. But hey, you guys are always here to have a good time. The Gomez brothers laugh is one of my favorite parts about the Ultra 4 family. Love having all the brothers and Darian as well. It's been great. And the current king, Mr. Raul Gomez. The fastest Gomez brother out here.
That's right, Miles. I was going to say something yesterday to drive me. I didn't want to scare everybody that I was here. So.
Yeah, I know. I love seeing you guys are coming. You know, it's been a year of growth with whatever, and I love to see you guys back here racing with us with Ultra 4 USA. And Raul, like I said, current king, you got to be super, super stoked with your year so far and getting built up here in just a couple of months for King of the Hammers.
Oh, yeah, we're really ready for today, Miles. It's an awesome course by JT and the team out here. It's super cool. Ready to come and put on a show for everybody today.
Absolutely. You got a little target on your back because you haven't raced too much this year. So I know that everybody sees you out here and is ready to have some fun. And your son's going to be racing with you. No, against you.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about him. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, yeah? You're not worried, huh? Darren, what do you got to say about that?
I'm going to chase him down. If I see him, he's already losing.
And I just wish I could be in the pits listening to the pit chatter because I remember at KOH one year, you guys were calling out fake mile markers that give each other some heck. So I love how you guys just are always having fun and always have smiles on your face. And JP, you going to beat him?
I have nothing to lose, so I want to take out Raul, Marcos, and Darian.
We're going to play a little bumper cars. Well, the Gomez brothers always love to see you out here, and you guys are just some of the best out here. And Raul, our current king, will be out there playing once again.
Thanks, Miles.
Uh-oh, now we got three-time king up here. Shannon Campbell coming in to have a little fun. So, Shannon, Raul's here. What are you going to do to him?
I know he was down there trying to cross the Rio Grande when I'm qualifying. I'm like, holy crap, the Mexicans made it across. Slowed me down a little bit. And I was like, damn, I don't want to hit one of my Mexican brothers.
Oh, man, it's going to be a good day. You can tell by the enthusiasm from all these guys up here.
I'm out of the weeds over there.
I'm like,
Shannon!
that's all right.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right, well, Shannon, Marcos, Darian, JP, and our current king, Raul Gomez. Have fun, guys. Best of luck, and we'll see you around.
It's always a good time when we've got Shannon Campbell and the Gomez brothers up on stage. But while that's been going on, we've got more action on course. And Matthew Wolverhaven has piled into the top three with a 27.6.
What a great morning of qualifying it has been, and we are just getting started. We are wrapping up the 4900 Can-Am UTV class. So let's run down the top 10 there, Jim. Looks like Paul Wolf.
In 10th position, we have Jake Godfrey with a 28.4.
In 9th position, we have Mark Welch with a 128.
In 8th position, it's Cole Clark with a 28.6.
In 7th position is Brian Stone with a 28.239.
In 6th position is Travis Zollinger with a 27.8.
Breaking in the top 5, three-time King Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Fame, Shannon Campbell with a 27.
Then in 4th position, it is Josh Smith with a 27.3.
In that 3rd position, Matthew Walraven with a 27.063.
And worth noting, he is our highest place at stock production UTV. Then in 2nd position is Tyler Gibbs with a 26.08.
But our fastest competitor of the day and leading in nationals, West and East, number 86, Paul Wolf with a 24.903 fastest time of the beat.
Is there going to be any stopping Paul Wolf this weekend? It's going to be very interesting to see. But those 4 or 5 guys we have up on stage a moment ago, all of the Gomez brothers and Darian, and of course Shannon Campbell are going to be pushing really hard to make sure that he's behind them.
It is going to be an absolutely amazing weekend of racing, but we're not just about racing. We have the trunk or treat tonight. We have the bands tonight. We have the show and shine. It's going to be awesome.
I'm going to stop you there. Someone, a little birdie told me that the Robinettes have actually put how much candy up for grabs?
1,500 pounds of candy for the trunk or treat tonight. That's how much the Robinettes and Mid-America Outdoors loves the family. I mean, it's family first here with Mid-America Outdoors and Ultra 4 USA.
Absolutely. I was so privileged to be here to see this. I can't wait for tonight. Can't wait for the rest of the racing today.
Up next, we'll be racing the 4,500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class, and then 4,800 Brandix Motorsports class. And then up next will be the fastest, biggest names in our sport, the 4,400 big dogs. It's going to be absolutely amazing, Jim. This has been a great morning qualifying, and we're about halfway through.
It is.
Or
It's
not even halfway through.
We're not even halfway through yet, Miles. But the best thing is, it's warming up here. My hands are coming back to life. It's all looking good.
Yeah, we've got, I think, the most competitors we've ever had at a Nationals event. We've got over 130 competitors out here racing. And don't forget, tonight, 6 p.m., the 170s. The young guys and gals will be out here racing around, giving a little love to them, and it's just going to be an amazing weekend.
That's the future of our motorsport, and that's what it's all about here. We want to get these guys and girls involved in this right from an early age. Those 170s are going to be well worth a watch later on today. But we're looking at the numbers, and I think we're about 15% up on our normal Nationals levels entries. So that's a
for the
fantastic
season.
thing. And yeah, absolutely, and 13% up for the season as well. So it's good to see continued growth here in Ultra 4 racing.
So up next will be the 45 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class. So here are some of the rules there. You can have 2.5 shocks per corner, limited to 14 inches of travel.
Yeah, mechanical steering is the big thing here, and then you've got a maximum of a 37-inch DOT tire.
And let's talk about tires, because DOT tires is anything you can put on your tow rig. So lots of these bigger cars have race tires. So I think tires are going to be a huge part of this race, and have a DOT tire, that's a big deal.
It is indeed. We've already seen that with Albert Contreras. He's already run out of tyres this weekend. He's running a 35-inch DOT, and those DOT tyres, they are going to play a part to it. But there's many tyre manufacturers out here who are actually trying really hard here to produce better DOT tyres.
Absolutely. And off the line right now is Ken Goodall with his son Logan riding shotgun, the number 7779 out of Glendale, Arizona with Goodall Racing. He's in the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class, and his Stearns chassis, Ford Bronco front clip, Klein LS7, Zero Gravity, 4L80E, Stack T-Case, Fox, Mickey Thompson, Warren, PCI, Dirty Life, Willwood, and Baja Designs.
Yeah, as he crosses the line now in a 31.09, solid run there. But one thing we are going to see with this class is just how fast the UTVs are.
It's going to be a very fun day of racing. This is going to be absolutely amazing. This is the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class. They'll be racing with the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. They will be racing at the same time, but scored separately. So they will be intermixed on how they qualify today. This is always kind of a fun way to throw it together.
Indeed, we're waiting for the next one to leave the line any moment now.
And the line you see right there is the Amsoil hot pit. So on our side of the flags, tomorrow will be the pits. So the pits will be right in the middle of the action, and they are going to be busy switching tires. I think shocks are going to get hot, so you may see them pull in and splash the shocks to cool them down.
No, I don't think we're going to be seeing that. There's so much water on course out there, Miles. I don't
Okay.
think. The one thing about this race that's going to be really cool, we're not going to see excessive transmission temperatures. We're not going to see excessive engine temperatures because there is so much water out there.
And I'll give you a quick rundown on the national points for the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified class. And first, it's Rick Lavezzo, then Justin Hall. And Justin Hall just had a baby 2 days ago, so he was going to try to make it and was unable to. And then Ken Goodall, Sean Rance, and Dwayne Garrettson. And taking off the line as we speak is Diesel Krentz with Eric Spin riding shotgun. Number 4500 out of Stanley, North Carolina with Team Stacked. He's in a Team Stacked Jeep 360 Magnum V8, 46 RH Trans, Atlas, Curry, Nitto, Rockcrawler, Bill Stein, Dirty Life Race Wheels, Adams Drive Shaft, Rigid, Stacked, and Adventure X. So we see Diesel making his way through. His first race was last year with us at AOP in Tennessee as he splashes the water and makes a way through the timing loop. We'll see if we can get a time for him here shortly. And it looks like a 34.047. So a very respectful run for Diesel Krentz. Off the line next is Mr. Jesse Oliver with Randy Knoll riding shotgun, number 4517 out of White Lake, Michigan with Oliver Racing. He's in a Ford base chassis built by Oliver Racing, Mass Motorsports LS 427, Edmunds Turbo 400, Atlas, Yukon, Brannick, Warren, Raceline, Falcon, Alltech tuned Radflow shocks, Rugged, Magnitude, Ironman Off-Road, and Off-Road Anonymous. Jesse Oliver is definitely a heavy hitter in this class. He is sitting 6th in national points as we speak. What a great day of racing we have here for the 2022 Method Race Wheels Legends of the Fall. Off now is Troy Digby with Luke Edmondson riding shotgun, the number 4514 out of Charlotte, North Carolina, with Outlaw Off-Road. He's in a built Jeep with an LS53, Turbo 400, Atlas, Dana 60, 14-bolt, Yukon, Fox, BFG, KMC, Rock Crawler suspension, and Ultimate 9. And there is some Ford contingency money on the line for this race and the Nitto National Championship. So Ford contingency has really thrown some money at it. If you're running a Ford grill body and PowerPoint, you'll take home a couple $1,000. If you win it in the East Coast, you get East or West, you get $10,000. So it'll be very exciting to see how that shakes out. And off the line now is Mr. Cody St. Clair with Tyler Haggard riding shotgun. The number 4561 out of Ponder, Texas with SCR Motorsports. Tribe 16 chassis, Thompson LS408 stroker, Turbo 400, Atlas Custom Splice, Raceline wheels, Cooper tires, Fox, Factor 55, Dave's Off-Road, Torkel, Full Throttle, race batteries, STT Pro, and PSC. Jim, this has been some great qualifying this morning.
It has, mate. It's been absolutely fantastic, and it's so good to see. But it's nice to see these big cars back out on course now, but you've got to hand it to those 4900 UTVs. The pace and the speed that they've developed over these last few years is absolutely remarkable.
So off the line next is Mr. Sean Rance Sr. with Chuck Richardson riding shotgun. Number 4531 out of Aztec, New Mexico with Mud Nut Racing. He's in a 1976 Ford Bronco, 455 Ford small block, ATI Turbo 400. Trailworthy Fab T-Case, Rough Stuff, Mega High Nines, RCV, King Milestar, PRP, Raceline, and RPM Automotive. And remember, at Sturgis here, he took that car for a huge tumble, so they've rebuilt that entire car, and that old Ford Bronco is still looking good.
Yeah, the original OG Bronco out here with the Ultra 4 racing crew. And Sean Rance, he just loves it so much.
Sean Rance is sitting first in the Western Series, and sitting about first, Rick Levezzo just takes off. He's sitting first in national points.
Well, Sean Rance is currently sitting in second position in the 4500 class right now with a 31.3, literally 0.2 of a second behind our current leader, Kenneth Goodall.
And taking off now is Rick Levezzo with James Mahoney riding shotgun, number 4549 out of Fort Worth, Texas with R Squared Racing. He's in a Get Bit Fab Ford Bronco, LS7, Gearworks Turbo 400, Hero T-Case, King, Spider Tracks, Yokohama Tires, Raceline Wheels, PRP, Warren, Amsoil, Willwood, Baja Designs, Rugged, and Obstacle. And off the line next is the Ricky Bobby himself, Dwayne Garrettson, number 26 out of Alma, Arkansas with Come Get You Some Off-Road.
And Rick Levezzo throws it down, putting down a 29.4, and is the first of our 4500 modified classes to go sub 30 seconds.
That is pretty impressive.
He'll be stoked with that. I was chatting to him yesterday on the line. He was soaking wet, having been round on the pre-run, and he was like, Jim, I'm absolutely soaked. I'm absolutely freezing, but what a great course.
Dwayne Garrettson, that Jimmy's 4x4 Bronco, Limitless Performance LS 6-liter, Turbo 400, Atlas, Spider Tracks, Brannick, Yukon, Yokohama, and Raceline wheels.
And Dwayne Garrettson goes into fifth position with a 33.9, so a solid run there from Dwayne. In fourth position, we've got Cody Sinclair with a 31.5. In third, Sean Rance with a 31.3. In second, it's Kenneth Goodall with a 31 dead. And in first position, we just saw him out on course. It was Rick Levezzo with a 29.4.
And taking the green flag, Matt Weiss with James Weiss riding shotgun. Number 55 out of Meade, Colorado with Silver Fox Racing. He's in a Jeep YJ LS Maxxis Pro Comp and King. His first year, his first time racing was Moab this year. Great to see him out here having some fun. He was racing with the Your Series, which we're teaming up with them once again this year.
And he crosses the rail line there. We're going to time for him any moment now.
So I'll give you a rundown of our Ultra 4 USA season. Our first race of the year is King of the Hammers coming up February 2nd through the 11th. And Ultra 4 race number 2 is
in Rush, Kentucky at the Rush Off-Road Park, and we can't wait for that on April the 20th to the 23rd.
Race number 3 is up in Broadview, Montana, teaming up with your Yellowstone Off-Road Racing May 18th through the 21st.
Then, of course, it's back to Vision for the Mid-America Off-Road between June 14th to the 18th. That's going to be a massive party, and of course, it's double points.
And then race number 5, a new venue I have never been to in Pottsville, Pennsylvania at Famous Reading Off-Road, July 27th through the 30th.
And then it's back to the big house for race number 6. It's Crandon, and we loved it there earlier this year. Amazing racing. So good to see us going back there. It's a single-point race, and will be from August the 31st to September 4th.
And then we'll be right back here at South Grand Lake Recreational Area, September 28th through October 1st.
And then, of course, it is going to be Legends of the Fall between October the 24th to the 29th at Lake Hazavoo.
And we have never raced there. I'm super excited to do that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And it looks like that is Terry Madden heading back out. He had a mechanical issue of some sort, apparently. He talked to JT Taylor, our race director, and apparently gave him a little nod, said, yes, you got with me. You let me know what happened. Go out there and make your run.
Absolutely. Now, we had Terry up on stage earlier. Now, Terry is supported by Can-Am Racing and has many different partners. He's taking that longer line. Can he make it work for him?
He kind of takes the longer line, but then drives through the center. I think he's going to have a very respectful run.
That looks like it could be a very respectable run, and it is. It takes him up into third position
Wow.
with a 26.97. So an amazing run there from Terry. And let's not forget, he's also got a broken hand right now.
So I'm getting confirmation. JT Taylor did let Terry run earlier. So what happened was the course wasn't cleared when they sent him. So he took off. They said, "Hey, sorry, course wasn't clear. You get a rerun."
And that was just after that rollover, wasn't it?
Yep.
So solid decision there from our race director. And Terry's going to be very happy with that indeed. Terry's racing in our UTV Pro Modifieds. And it is a Pro Modified lockout in the top 3 for the 4900s, with Paul Wolf in first position with a 24.9, Tyler Gibbs with a 26.08, and in third position it's the man himself, Terry Madden, with a 26.9. So it looks like we've got another UTV out on track, and I'm just looking out and around me now, and there's cars everywhere lining up and getting ready to go for the 4800 class. And then, of course, after them it will be the big guns. It will be the 4400s, and we cannot wait for that. So it looks like crossing line now, just trying to get... Okay, I didn't get a score on that final one, I'm afraid, so I'll have to come back to you on that, but it's now looking like it's going to be the 4800 Legends class. Now, Miles, let's talk about the Legends class. What is it that makes these cars so special?
So the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class, you get a front or rear mounted engine, but unlimited horsepower.
The vehicle must contain 2 seats side by side.
Single shock per corner.
Maximum of a 37-inch DOT tyre.
Only solid axles are allowed.
And new specific cars can be built, and older retired 4400 cars can be used. But it's car number 3 on course right now.
That is Trevor Foltz with Jake Reed, number 3 out of Union, Missouri, with Hot Rock Express. With a Wolf Creek Customs chassis, Hellcat 6.2, Turbo 400, Atlas, Spider Tracks, King, Pitbull, Raceline, PRP, Warren, top tier suspension, off-road lifestyle, and vinyl images.
Indeed, indeed. And he puts down a solid 30 seconds, 0.4. Now, there's some fast cars in this group. Are we going to see anyone being able to get close to that time of 24 seconds from Paul Wolf?
It's going to be interesting. It could happen for sure. Off the line right now is Mr. Greg Neff with Hayden Deathridge riding shotgun. Number 73 out of Broomfield, Colorado with Neff Motorsports. He's in a Neff chassis. LS3 with 525 horsepower. 6L90 transmission. Hero T-Case, Nitto, PRP, Fox, Raceline, Warren, Racer Coffee, and Rough Stuff.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting a little bit lost there for a moment, but he switches it back, realizes where he's going, throws it through. Look at this. A little bit off pace there for Jeff Neef. He comes in with 35 seconds. And that's the thing with a course like this. You make the smallest of mistakes, it's going to punish you.
There takes off the 4810 That is Garrett Humston out of Lincoln, Nebraska with Humston's Racing in a customs chassis. LS 418 stroker, Nitto, Trail Ready, King Spider Tracks, and Kenny MFG. And look at the sun, it's coming out, but there is some shadows on the far side. But this course is absolutely amazing with all these little water crossings, all this amazing traction out here. I can't wait for the main race later on this afternoon, kicking off at noon. Everything is Central Time. We've got a lot of great volunteers out here. The MAO and Ultra 4 staff has been working for a very long time to make this happen. And that's the number 896, Brian Trimp.
And we've
out of
got Garrett
Salt
Humston. He just crossed the line with a 32.8. So still our current race leader in the 4800 class is Trevor Fultz with a 30.4.
Brian Trimp out of Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Shallow Pockets Racing, Jeep Armory Chassis, GBM LS 408, Turbo 400, Atlas, 14 bolts front and rear. Falcon, Warren, Optima, King, Vision, PRP, Yukon, Ironman Off-Road, and Gilbert Motorsports.
We've got 19 runners and riders in this weekend in the 4800 class. As you get more cars power off the line.
Off the line right now is Mr. Justin Barth. He'll be racing his racing double due today in the 4900 class as well. Number 417 out of Springfield, Missouri with Barth Racing. He's in a Jimmy's 4x4 48P chassis, LS3 427, Turbo 400, Atlas, King, Walker Evans, PRP, PCI, PSC, Nitto, and Warren.
Now, it looked like he took a bit of a funny line there earlier on, but let's see what his time is.
If you are just joining us, we thoroughly appreciate each and every one of you. We are live from the Nitto studio
Here at Legends of the Fall in Disney, Oklahoma.
And his first race with Ultra 4 Racing, Mr. Shelby St. Clair with Leo McCloskey, number 2452 out of Justin, Texas with Point One Racing. He just bought this car from Dana Hale. It's a Tribe 16, Thompson Motorsports 427, Reed Turbo 400, Atlas, Fox, Maxxis, Procom. Great to see Shelby St. Clair. He used to help with Point One Off-Road. He's out here playing with the Ultra 4 USA.
Yeah, I think that was actually Matt Trabino we saw out in Coles earlier. Oh, no, we just got confirmation that wasn't. So that was actually Brian Tremp who was out there and laid down a 31.7. So a great run from Brian. And Justin Barth, he put in a 35.7. So just bring that up to date for you.
And you can hear him screaming off the line. Mr. Doc himself, Jeremy Jones with Dan Young riding shotgun, number 4837 out of Laramie, Wyoming with Doc Jones Racing. He's in a Trent Fab top shelf chassis, LSX 454, 4L80E, Atlas, Spider Tracks, Gearworks, PRP, Raceline, Mickey Thompson Tires, Warren, Alltech, Fox, Yukon, Laramie Spinal Care, Wildtech, and Nepco. And you heard him screaming off the line. I think this is going to be a fast run.
Yeah, that looks like a very fast time indeed. Just waiting for confirmation of it. Almost certainly going to be moving him into first position. And that engine just sounded absolutely glorious.
And taking off the line right now is Mr. Woody Rose, number 4871 out of Sparks, Nevada with Trent Fab.
And Jeremy Jones puts himself into first position with a 28 seconds dead.
I knew that was a fast run. So Trent Fab machines running back-to-back. We'll see how it shakes out. Woody is in a Trent Fab top shelf chassis, LSX 454, Turbo 400, Atlas, Yukon, Brannick, Proper Tuning, Laser Nut, Rugged, Warren, Fox, Nexon, Raceline, and Meekum alternators.
Saw this young man out on course yesterday. He was doing a great job, and it's an awesome looking car, that's for sure. Nexon Tire, reasonably new to this sport, so it'll be interesting to see how they hold up in these rocks.
Next off the line is Mr. Eric Weichel with Wade riding shotgun, number 406 out of Helena, Montana with Some Fear 406 Racing. He's in a Jimmy's chassis, LS3, Turbo 400, Atlas, King, Spider Tracks, Falcon, Raceline wheels, and Rigid. Great to see all these different manufacturers out here running strong. Speaking about that, up next is one of my newest favorite cars. It's a Paul Horschel built machine driven by Brent Harrell with Justin riding shotgun, and that's one of our TubeWorks designers.
And Eric Weichel, he goes into second position with a 28 dead.
That
It's a
is
fantastic
very
run there.
impressive.
Oh, mate, we've just had something special going on here. Well, we've had our backs turned. 48.71. Stephen Woody Rose Jr. has laid down a 27-second run. Wow.
That is absolutely amazing. So Brent Harold, number 56 out of Almsville, Oregon, with team changeover and a brand new Horsel chassis. Ford Clip, Danzio LS7, 700 horsepower, Gearworks Turbo 400, Magnum box with SCS, Spider Tracks, PRP, Trail Ready, Fox, Nitto, and Rigid.
And Brent Harrell, he just throws it down, coming in first position there with a 25.8.
That young man can drive. We'll see his dad, Brett, drive later on this afternoon, but great job by Brent Harrell laying down that.
Yeah, Brent Harrell, of course, he's running in that Horschel car, and that car does look like the car to beat right now.
And coming all the way from the West Coast, Mr. Andrew Gorman with Jesse Lee riding shotgun, number 4853 out of Bell Canyon, California, with locked and loaded Gorman Motorsports and another Jimmy's chassis, LS7, Turbo 400, Atlas, Nitto, Raceline, Yukon, Lithographics, Torco, Warren, DJ Safety, PCI, and Trail Gear. And a huge wheel stand through the... clears out that big rock. That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, he's going to have to polish out some marks from that one.
Is he going to get high-centered? That is no bueno.
Oh, my word. Yeah, he's got it.
But look at those Nitto tires spinning and grinning. Huge wheel stand through the water, almost clips the arch. Oh, what a wild ride for Andrew Gorman. But he gets a finish.
Yeah, it's not the finish he wanted. He was so close to the finish there, and an amazing time, but you've got to stay in control.
But the highlight reel of the morning is going to go to Andrew Gorman.
It is, and Andrew Gorman crosses the line in 11th position with a 40 seconds and 40 and a half seconds.
A new newcomer to the sport, Brian Moore with Trent Graham riding shotgun, number 918 out of Tulsa, Oklahoma with Moore Racing. He's in a Blue Torch chassis, LS53 Maxxis Vision, and he would not be out here racing without ORI and the Jensen brothers. His first race was Crandon this year.
As the action continues here at Legends of the Fall, we just had Waylon.
He gets a little squirrely there at the end. Not sure what happened. I don't know if that was a victory donut or he just got a little sideways.
I think he's been watching too much Ken Block Gincana, I reckon. But we've just had Waylon Campbell Cup on course. If anybody finds an AGM Jack out there, if they could return it to him or Brian Crofts, that would be very much appreciated.
So that was out of the UTV then,
Out of the
assume?
UTV, yep.
Off the line next is Mr. Tony Howard, number 4805, out of Sacramento, California with Bad Rep Racing. He's in a Liberty Mountain Fab. He's got a pick and pull engine, BFG, Method, and Fox. His first race was King of the Hammers this year.
He takes that wider outside line, cuts it back through. It's going to be a respectable time here.
And taking off next is Ned Lamming, number 347, out of Fountain Inn, South Carolina. This is Roscoe's old rig. That's a Brannick Motorsports chassis, Ford 347 Stroker, C6, Atlas, and Toyo and Fox. Great to see that old chassis out running around again.
And that's what this class is all about. We call it a Legends class, and that car is a legend. It's been there, seen it, done it, and it's still out there working and working well. It's a great way to get into Ultra 4 racing without having to be going head-to-head with the big guns in 4400. Let's have a quick look at our top five. Currently in fifth position is Eric Wickel with a 28.6. In fourth is Jeremy Jones with a 28 dead. In third position, it's Stephen Woody Rose Jr. with a 27 dead. In second place, it's Tony Howard. We just saw him out on course with a 26.4. And in first position, it's that young man, Brent Harrell, with a 25.8. What an astonishing run.
That is absolutely amazing by everybody out there. And just taking off right now is Ryan Webb with his son Blaine riding shotgun, number 717 out of Bossier City, Louisiana with Kryptonite Racing. He's in a Jimmy's chassis, 700 horsepower LS6, Turbo 400, SCS TK, Spider Trash, Gearworks, Fox, USD Stickies, PRP, PSC, Raceline, and Kryptonite Customs.
Yeah, now Ron Webb, he just goes straight into the sixth position with a 29.4. So a great run there for the man on the Kryptonite tyres.
And taking off next is Sean Reisky with Rick riding shotgun, number 866 out of Mishawaka, Indiana, with Auto Pros Off-Road. He's in a new chassis, built in-house, debuted this year at King of the Hammers. LS3, Turbo 400, Hero T-Case, Gearworks, PRP, JKS, Branix, Fox, Dirty Life Race Wheels, Mickey Thompson, Warren, East Coast Gear, Meekum Alternators. And look at him running through this little section. One more little splash to go, and we'll get a time for Sean Reisky.
Yeah, Sean's looking really good there, and he powers his way into 4th position with a 27.5.
And taking off now is
It's so fast here, Miles. If you blink, you miss it. There is so much action here on this course at Legends of the Fall 2022.
And I kind of love the short sprint because it makes you give it your all right from the get-go.
Yep.
As Matt Tribino takes the line, number 31 out of Gonzales, California, with Tribino Racing, TBR. Jimmy's Chassis, LS3, Turbo 400, Atlas, ARB, Maxxis, Fox, Trail Ready, and Twisted Stitch.
Yeah, he gets a little bit wild, gets a little bit all over, but he crosses the line.
Ryan Taylor, who is leading the national points, taking off as we speak, with Sean Reisky riding shotgun with him later on.
And Matt Tribino goes in to 5th position with a 27.9.
Ryan Taylor, number 53 out of North Liberty, Indiana, with Team Indiana. He's in a Trent Fab chassis, LS 6-liter, 4L80E, Atlas, Spider Tracks, Brannick, Fox, Yokohama, Raceline, and PRP.
And we got one. Oh, look at that huge jump there as he crosses the line.
That may be the new fastest time. It's going to be really close.
This is indeed. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We're waiting for the computer to do all this maths and special stuff. Any second now.
And you can go to the same thing we have here in the Nitto studio. Go to ultra4racing.com/live.
Nope, they're keeping us in suspense. So we'll come back to that very shortly, but my word, it did look very fast indeed.
You can also go to the MAO app. We have that on Google and Apple. Go to the Ultra 4 or MAO Facebook, the YouTube. Share it, start a watch party, hashtag it up. Ultra 4 USA is here.
Well, we're just waiting for the scores to come up. We're just going to have a quick look at the 4900 class we saw earlier, which is the UTVs. In first place, it was Paul Wolf with a 24.09. In second place, it was Tyler Gibbs with a 26.08. In third, it was Terry Madden, the last car on track, with a 26.9.
Looks
now,
like
Mars, we've already seen some fantastic qualifying here today, but now it's all about the 4400s.
They're getting ready to kick off here very soon, but I do see one more UTV. If you have a mechanical and you let JT know, he will let him run. So it looks like we do have one more to go. That is Ian Dickel, number 211, Norfolk, Nebraska, Polaris, Sedona, Double E Racing, PSN Racing.
Scoring's gone. We need the scoring for the 4800s back, please. I don't know if that's something you can talk to down there with. They put the UTV scoring up. Okay, Muzz, as we wait for the action here to continue at the 2022 Ultra 4 USA Legends of the Fall, let's talk about some of the cars that we're going to be seeing out track very shortly.
This is the 4400, the biggest and baddest names in our sport.
I think that might be Ryan Rockholders out on course right now. Certainly one of the Rockhold vehicles now.
Yes, that was absolutely Ryan Rockhold with Kyle Leginski riding shotgun, number 417 out of Peyton, Colorado, with Ryan Rockhold Racing. He's in a Jimmy's 2C IFS LS7 Tilden Motorsports, Zero Gravity Turbo 400, SCST case, Spider Tracks, King, Maxxis, and Dirty Life.
But that's a very fast time. Straight away, he puts down a 24.8. That's an astonishing time, Miles. Straight under 25 seconds for the first of the 4400s.
Absolutely amazing. And off the line next is Brian McVeigh with his buddy J.E. Sadler. And this is his first time ever coming to a race, so great to see them enjoying themselves. Number 270 out of St. Charles, Ohio with 270 Motorsports and a wide open designs, solid axle chassis, Jeff Ginter race engines, Maximum Turbo 400, Atlas, Crane Axles, Nitto, Factor 55, Trail Ready, Radflow, Diddy's Big Block, Buckeye Curb Appeal, and Wilson Auto Glass.
Yeah,
So,
Lee Morris there
let's-
goes in with 29.7 into second place, but he's not going to stay there for very long, that's for sure. It's a massively stacked field of cars out there, and you're going to see all sorts of different vehicles. We've got front engine vehicles, rear engine vehicles, IFS cars, IRS cars, and we've also got, of course, the heavy hitting solid axle cars.
Yeah, this is the 4400, the biggest names in our sport. Unlimited suspension, unlimited horsepower, unlimited tires. It's a run with your brung. We got some of the best builders in the sport. We have Paul Horschel. We have Jimmy's cars out here. We have Shannon Campbell. We have a bunch of their cars. The UFOs. There are so many amazing cars out here racing.
Let's not forget those Miller cars. There will be
cars, yep.
3 or 4 of those out there today as well.
TMR's here, all the way from Canada.
Canada? Do you mean Canada?
But yeah, what a great day it's been thus far, but it is qualifying for the 4400 class right now, just getting it kicked off. So thank you again for everybody for tuning in.
So here we are, Mars. We're just getting ready, and we've just seen the first 2 runners and riders out there for 4400. Now, who's your money on? We've got some really fast guys. I mean,
Paul
let's not
Horschel's going to have that new car out there, over 1,000 horsepower. That's going to be tough to
Chad
beat.
Hunt's also got a 1,000 horsepower car sitting out there as well.
Looks like Philip Magilton's getting ready to take line. That's Derek West's old car. Great to see out here still racing around. But yeah, there's so many fast ones. I can't put my name on it right now.
It's really difficult.
We have Lauren Healy, Vaughn Gittins here.
We've got all of the Gomez brothers, let's not forget. They're going to be absolutely flying red hot. All of those cars are up and around and over 800 horsepower.
You know what? I'm looking at Paul Horschel. I was told he was running his new 2-seat car, but it looks like he's in a single-seater.
Yeah, looking down there, I think you're absolutely right. Now, I believe this has got the Danzio 620 engine in it.
Yeah, huge horsepower, big block, all of it.
There is Casey Gilbert's Miller chassis there, we're just going past. So many fantastic cars in this 4400 class. Now, Casey Gilbert's worth talking about. Casey Gilbert's moved up from 4800, and he's actually still waiting for his shock absorbers to arrive. So he's still running
a single shot.
Yeah, so he's still running a single shock, basically the same that he would have done in 4800. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of pace he can find out here today. Now, there is no start order for the 4400. It is literally, you want to pull up and go, you can pull up and go. So our safety crews are on course at the moment, just making sure that everything's A-OK before they start sending more of these vehicles. But our current leader in 4400 is Ryan Rockhold with an astonishing 24.85. But he's got a whole load of people stacked up behind him who want to take that top spot off him.
And what's that fastest time? The 24.855. Do you think we'll get sub 20 seconds? That's going to be tough to beat.
I don't think we can see sub 20. I think we might get down to sort of 22,
22-ish?
21,
Yep.
maybe high 21s. But I think below 20, I think you'd need a spaceship.
And there's a few of those out here. There's a bunch of UFOs
There's a bunch
here.
of UFOs. Who knew?
I think we got 5 of them racing today, if I'm not mistaken. So Joe Thompson's got to be super excited to see all his cars out there running around.
Isn't it great to see so many manufacturers coming through? I mean, there is such a wealth of manufacturing talent. And there is a car out there that's going to be worthy of speaking about later on today. As we watch, get more action back on track, and that's Levi Shirley's new car, so we'll be definitely looking out for that, that's for sure. He's got a few niggles, but it'll be interesting to see what he can do.
I just said that. Yep. J.E., right?
So the 270 on course now splashes through the water and takes the time. We're just waiting for the timing to update right now. He's certainly not going to beat Ryan Rockhold's 24.8. There's more cars on course right now. We're just waiting to get confirmation of whose that is.
That is Cody Hardesty, if I'm not mistaken.
It is Cody Hardesty, you're quite right.
The number 408 with Chris Wyatt riding shotgun out of Louisville, Kentucky with Hardesty Racing. This young man always pushes hard. TMR Customs Chassis Straight Axle, 408 Turbo 400, SCST case, gear wrench, PRP, ADS shocks, Nitto KMC wheels.
Yeah, that's the 44.28 there heading out on course.
44.23, that's Frank Vonderheide with Drew riding shotgun out of Scranton, Arkansas with STT Racing. Jimmy's 4x4 podium chassis, Rogers Race Engine 383 stroker, Turbo 400, Hero T-Case, KMC, Fox, Method, Brannick, Diddy's Big Block, Rugged, Come Get You Some, Scranton Truck on Trailer, Magnum Oils. He takes a little wide line there, but makes a pretty quick run.
Yeah, he's looking fairly good at the moment. We're just waiting to try and get our scoring up and working again. As soon as I've got some scores, I will bring them to you.
Looks like Mr. Tim Hooper taking off with James King riding shotgun. The number 1505 out of Bentonville, Arkansas with Fuel Works Racing. He's in a Trent Fab top shelf solid axle machine. Thompson Motorsports LS 427, Super 80 Trans, Atlas, Spider Tracks, Method Race Wheels, PRP, Fox, BFG, and Fuel Works. And he missed the timing loop as well.
Yeah, he wasn't having a great day on pre-running yesterday either. He was struggling with the waterfall. Okay, we've got some scores on the doors. Ryan Rockhold is currently still in first place with a 24.8. In second, it's Cody Hardesty with a 27 dead. In third, it's Brian McVeigh with a 27.3. In fourth, it's Frank Vonderheide with a 29.7. And in fifth, it's Liam Maurice with a 29.7.
And here's something extremely special. Racing in memory of Zandy Williams, racing the number 24 for the last time ever, is Chip McLaughlin with Brad riding shotgun with Rufus Racing. Our hearts are out on course right now. In a Tribe 16 2-seat IFS chassis, Irene, Thompson Motorsports 440 LS, 800 horsepower, Turbo 400, Atlas, Spider Tracks, Vision Wheels, Maxxis, Fox, Eco Earthworks, EcoStaff, Baja Design, Nightsticks, and Chip making Zandy proud right there.
Yeah, he is indeed. Chip McLaughlin, such a wonderful human. It's 27.3 and puts him in the fourth position right now. So let's have a quick look at our top four. In fourth position, we just saw him crossing the line. It was Chip McLaughlin in the number 24 car. In third position is Brian McVeigh. In second is Cody Hardesty. And in first, it's still Ryan Rockhold.
And out on course is Mr. Aaron Smith with Brandon Mannix riding shotgun out of Carrollton, Texas with Smith Off-Road.
Yeah, and Aaron Smith puts it into fifth position with a 29.4.
And coming all the way from Tyres, Australia, Pip Justice with Justin Wicks riding shotgun, racing Donkey. Number 4 with Justice Motorsports and Rufus Racing in a Tribe 16 solid axle machine, Gearworks Turbo 400, Atlas, Eco Earthworks, Maxxis, Vision Wheels, Nightsticks, Baja Designs, HP Turners, and Johnny's Customs Motorsports. Great to see him coming over and having some fun.
Yeah, Ultra4 is an international race family. We've come from all over the world to see this.
And you can hear some horsepower behind us. That is Mr. Cade Rod with JT riding shotgun. Number 4407 out of Cortez, Colorado with Jimmy's 4x4.
And Pip puts the number 4 car in on 28 seconds, literally just behind his great friend Chip McLaughlin. So it's 4th and 5th for Chip McLaughlin and Pip Justice.
Rufus Racing running amazing today. Cade Rod in that Jimmy's 4x4 car. Turnkey, LS7, Turbo 400, SCS, Spider Tracks, King, PRP, Nitto, and Vision.
Just waiting for a time to pop up there for Cade. Usually very fast. He's also made the jump from 4800 up into 4,400. Be very interesting to see where he can be.
Tad Dowker, number 906 out of Quad in Michigan with North Shore Raceworks, and another Trent Fab solid axle machine, Bambi, and an LSX 454, Reed Turbo 400, Atlas, Spider Tracks, Fox, Mickey Thompson, Raceline, Off-Road Research, Warren, Amsoil, Baja Design, and PSC.
And Cade Rod moves up into third position with a 25.7.
Taking off next is Philip McGilton, number 47, with Dr. Amanda Ross out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, with VNL Motorsports.
And it's all changed at the top. We got in third position is now Cade Rod. In second, Tad Dowker has made his way up with a 25.4, but still the man to beat is Ryan Rockhold. He was our first 4,400 car on course, and he's just smashing it up with a 24.8.
McGilton out on course with that 2020 Jimmy's 4x4 48P chassis, two-seat straight axle. James Schofield LSX 454, Maximum Turbo 400, Hero TK, Spider Tracks, Yukon Radflow, and Nitto.
And it's another one from the TMR stable.
I believe that's JP Gomez. No, sorry, JP Morin.
I think you might have got that one wrong there, but we'll bring that back.
So JP Morin.
And Philip McGlinton has moved up into fourth position with a 26.8.
So JP Morin with Merrick Smid out of Ontario, Canada, with Greasy Clown Motorsports, TMR Solid Axle, LS2, Reed Turbo 400, Atlas, Nitto, Dirty Life, LMM 4x4, Ottawa Drive Shaft. This is his first race ever with Ultra 4 USA.
And there's still so many more cars. I believe we've got over 30 plus cars racing here in the 4,400 class this year at Legends of the Fall here at Disney, Oklahoma.
And JP Morin's teammate William McGibbon just takes off, number 461 out of Jasper, Ontario.
And we're going to change again. Once
Canadians
again,
coming in.
We've just seen him out on track here as William McGibbon. He's just pushed himself up into fourth position with a 26.5. So Phil McGlinton was in fourth place for literally the blink of an eye before William comes along and takes it out for a 26.5. And just listen to the horsepower there.
There goes Brent Moffitt, number 401 out of Quina, Oklahoma, with Ka-Chow Racing. This is his first season with Ultra 4 USA in that Jimmy's chassis. Supercharged LS62, Turbo 400, Hero T-Case, Indian Territory Zone, Raceline, Mickey Thompson, KMC, Radflow, and come get you some off-road. He's part of the KOH rookie program.
Oh, let's have a quick look at the top 10. In 10th position is Aaron Smith. No, it's not. That's just literally changed as I read it. It's now Brent Moffitt with a 28.2. In 9th is Pip Justice with a 28.2. In 8th is Chip McLaughlin with a 27.3. In 7th is Brian McVeigh with a 27.3. In 6th is Cody Hardesty with a 27 dead. In 5th, Phil McGlinton with a 26.8. In 4th is William McGibbon with a 26.5. In 3rd is Cade Rod with a 27.7. In 2nd place is Chad Dowker with a 25.4. And it's still that big guy himself is Ryan Rockhold, 24.8. Can anyone beat him today?
And Chris Branton just comes through, barely clipping the arch. Happy birthday, Chris Branton. Number 4460 out of Bossier, Louisiana with Upside Down Racing.
And now it's this man himself. It's Casey Gilbert, the guy that absolutely dominated 4,800 for so long. He's moved up now into the big dog class, 4,400 in his Miller frame.
Casey Gilbert with Tranny Tom, number 618 out of Fenton, Michigan with Gilbert Brothers Racing. In a Miller Pro chassis, Mass Motorsports LS7, Tranny Tom Turbo 400.
Look at this line, Miles. Look at the line.
Blazing fast.
Good
Absolutely
grief.
amazing.
Where did he find that?
He's got Brannick Motorsports, Spider Tracks, Nitto, Method, Fox, and Impact.
And it's all change. It's all change at the top. We've got Casey Gilbert goes into second place with a 23.6. But you're not going to believe this, Miles. In first position currently, it's Christopher Branton with a 20.5. Wow, wow, wow. But it's Waylon Campbell now out on course. How much do we love this racing?
This is absolutely amazing. Out of Gilbert, Arizona with Campbell Racing in a Campbell Enterprise single-seat chassis, IFS, proper tuning, LS 490, Hughes Turbo 400, Trailworthy T-Case, Curry Axles, Method Race Wheels, Monster Energy, Nitto, Fox, Impact Seats, Warren, ARB, Motive Gear, RCV, Brannick, and Ron Davis. And Waylon Campbell,
I think that's good for a top
pace.
5, but I don't think he's going to put pressure on the leaders currently. I still can't believe what we've just seen. Christopher Branton with a 20.5. Astonishing run there from that man.
And off the line next is Chad Hunt riding shotgun is with Rick.
Okay, and I can now tell you there's another change in the top three. Waylon Campbell lays down a 23.8 to take third position.
So another birthday boy out on course. Happy birthday, Rick, number 456 out of Plymouth, Indiana with Hunt's Motorsports in a 2022 Miller Pro chassis. Supercharged Mass Motorsports LS 427, 4L80 E-Trans, SCS, Brannick, Spider-Trax, Fox, Nitto, and Method.
Yeah, and Chad Hunt goes into fifth position with a 25.46. But out on track now, it's your favorite man. It's the Happy Pappy.
Rusty Blyler with Shane Erdman riding shotgun out of Klingerstown, Pennsylvania with Big B Motorsports.
Now
and a Miller Motorsports chassis, Mapco LS7, Tranny Tom Turbo 400, Atlas, Spider-Trax, Method, Nitto, Fox, and Sparco.
Now, it says he's running an LS7, but I actually think he's got an LSX in this, if I remember rightly. And he crosses the line there. He's going to be top 10 almost certainly, but I don't think he's going to trouble our leaders, but we will see. Smooth is fast.
And his son, former King, Josh Blyler with Jared Erdman riding shotgun out of Klingerstown, Pennsylvania. Big B Motorsports, Miller Motorsports chassis, Mapco LS7, Turbo 400, Nitto, Method, Fox, and Sparco.
And Rusty Blyler goes into the top four with a 24.5. And look at this, Josh Blyler coming around the far side, exactly the same line as Casey Gilbert did earlier, but just not as smooth.
But with a blistering speed, that's going to be amazing.
Oh my word, just look at that. Josh Blyler goes fourth with a 24.3.
And the first Gomez brother, Marcos Gomez, number 86, out of Lotus, California, with Gomez Brothers Racing in a UFO, IFS, and IRS single-seat machine. Barello horsepower, ADO, Turbo 400, King, Nitto, Sparco, Spider-Trax, RCV, and Method.
As we wait for Marcus to cross the line, our current top five. In fifth position, Rusty Blyler with a 24.5. In fourth is his son, Josh Blyler, with a 24.3. In third is Waylon Campbell with a 23.8. In second is Casey Gilbert with a 23.6. And in first is Christopher Branton with a 20.5.
And it just keeps changing up on us, Jim. This is absolutely amazing.
This is amazing stuff. As we're watching now, I think that's Darian Gomez going off the line, but Marcus Gomez crosses the line in 10th position with a 26.03. That just shows how fast these times are.
It's going to be a blistering speed out there. Darian Gomez, number 90, Flacco himself out of Folsom, California with Gomez Brothers Racing, another UFO, Barello horsepower, ADO, Turbo 400, UFO, T-Case, Nitto, Sparco, Spider-Trax, RCV, Method, and FK Rods.
And he powers across the line there. What's Darian got for us? And Darian Gomez goes into 7th with a 25.2. Blink and you miss it. Oh, look now. It's this young lady out on course. It is the one and only Bailey Campbell.
And her fiance, Brian Crofts, is riding shotgun because Ryan Miller got bit by a rattlesnake earlier. Hate to see he's not out here, but he's here in spirit.
Yeah, Ryan, I hope you're feeling better, mate, although I look forward to chewing a few beers with you on that story, that's for sure.
So out of Gilbert, Arizona, Campbell Racing, Mrs. Bailey Campbell herself in a 2C IFS Campbell chassis, CBM LS 490, Turbo 400, Hero T-Case, Curry Axles, Monster, Nitto Fox, and Method Race Wheels.
And Bailey Campbell, she pushes it up into third place. She's one place ahead of her brother Wayland with a 23.7. Amazing drive there from the young lady.
What a great morning of qualifying we have. It has been changing up time and time again.
Okay, let's have a quick look at the top 10 as we're just about to see our current king, Raul Gomez, leave the line. In 10th position is Ted Dowker. In 9th is Chad Hunt. In 8th is Darian Gomez. In 7th is Ryan Rockhold. In 6th is Rusty Blyler. In 5th is Josh Blyler. In 4th is Waylon Campbell. In 3rd is Bailey Campbell. In 2nd is Casey Gilbert. And still in 1st with that staggering 20.5 second run, it's Christopher Branson.
So our current king out on course, Raul Gomez with Gomez Brothers Racing in that brand new UFO that he debuted at King of the Hammers and won at King of the Hammers.
Look at that, smooth and controlled, but he can only put it into second place.
Only second place.
Only second place, which is the 23.06. And here it goes. It's Brett Harrell now off the line in the first of the Horschel cars in 4,400.
And he's got Justin from TubeWorks riding shotgun number 4456 out of Almsville, Oregon. Team changeover in a Paul Horschel 2C IFS, Danzio horsepower, TubeWorks Turbo 400, Wiseman
Look at
T-Case.
the pace, Miles. Look at the pace.
This is absolutely amazing. Brett Harrell got a great run under his belt, and he is absolutely sending it across that water splash.
He did. He lost a moment of time there. And Brett Harrell goes into third position with a 23.3.
What a great morning of qualifying we have. This is absolutely amazing.
You're not going to believe this. I've got 5 cars split by less than 3/4 of a second.
This is awesome, Jim. I hope you guys and gals back home are enjoying this as much as we are. Again, I am Miles Hasquist alongside Jim Marsden for the 2022 Method Race Wheels Legends of the Fall.
And there's still so many fantastic cars yet to come. We still haven't seen Lauren Healy. We still haven't seen Vaughn Gins Jr. We still haven't seen Paul Herschel. And we haven't seen this guy who's lining up right now. This is JP Gomez.
Number 82 out of Cameron Park, California, with Gomez Brothers Racing in a UFO IFS single-seat machine, Borello horsepower, ADO Turbo 400, UFO SCST case, King, Nitto, Sparco, Spider Tracks, RCV, FK, and Method Race Wheels.
So what have these guys got to do to beat Christopher Branson? Because I didn't think anyone would get close to 20 seconds.
I'm not saying anything bad about Christopher Branson, but he drove so hard he was a little out of control. But hey, that got him there. He kind of gambled a little bit, but nailed it. So I don't know if anybody's going to beat him or not. That was a blistering speed.
Yeah, you have to gamble hard to get the prizes, that's for sure.
The sun is coming up. It's starting to warm up a little bit. It was 45 degrees when we arrived here this morning. But JP Gomez all on the pipe, but it's spitting and sputtering just a little bit. Hopefully we can get it cleared out.
Well, some of these big motors, when they sit around for a while idling, it can take them a little bit of time to clear out, and that's going to cost him seconds, that's for sure. But let's see what JP can do.
So a great splash through the water for JP Gomez. Puts him in what?
And
Top
JP
5?
Gomez goes into second position ahead of his brother, current king, Raul Gomez.
And
JP
they're going to be
Gomez,
having some fun tonight with that. But hey, just think of that. He started off with a missing engine. So what would have happened if he was firing all 8 cylinders right away?
Absolutely. So currently still our leader is Christopher Branson with a 20.5. In second, it was JP Gomez. We've just seen him on course with a 22.7. In third, it's his brother Raul Gomez, current King of the Hammers champion, with a 23.6.
So let's give a huge shout out to Can-Am, Ford, Bronco, Monster Energy, Optima Batteries, 4-Wheel Parts, Progressive,
King Shocks, Lasernut, Griffin Radiator, VP Racing Fuels, Nitto Tires, Holly EFI, and of course, King of the Hammers.
Wheelin', Baja Jerky, Recaro Seats, Spider Tracks,
Amsoil, Method Race Wheels, Axel RC Cars, and PCI Race Radios.
Action Sports Canopy, Tread Lightly, Brannick Motorsports, Rigid, and ARB.
We got Warm Factor 55, HCR, Yukon Gear and Axle, MBRP, and Off the Grid Clothing. And I've got to say a massive thank you for them for this jacket I'm wearing, otherwise I'll be frozen.
So please support who supports the sport. With all those amazing marketing partners, we would not be racing here today for the 2022 Method Race Wheels Legends of the Fall. So if you're building a race car, a tow rig, a mall crawler, please go check those people out. There's
Okay,
the number.
and it is the man himself, is Paul Wolf. We saw him taking the pole position in the 4900s earlier today.
He's sitting first in the West and the Eastern Series. Mr. Paul Wolf, number 218 out of Brighton, Illinois, with Wolf Racing. He's in a 2018 UFO single-seat IFS car, LSX 434. That's Brian Croft's old engine. ATO 4L80E,
This is
SCST
fast.
case,
That is
Raceline
fast.
wheels, Spider Tracks, Rugged, Nitto, Holly, RCV, and Brannick.
And we've got a change in the top 3. Paul Wolf goes into third position with a 22.8. In second position is JP Gomez with a 22.7 and still in first place. I'm not sure how he got there, but my word, it's impressive. Christopher Branson with a 20.5.
What a great morning of qualifying it has been. We just have a few more to go. I'm going to say less than 5 to 6 cars, and we will be wrapping up qualifying. What an amazing run.
But they're not just any 5 cars. These are some of the best 5 cars you are ever likely to see. There is Lauren Healy's car. To the other side of him, you can see there Vaughn Gittin Jr. And just in front of them is Paul Herschel. Now, Paul Herschel was practicing this start. He must have done it at least 10 times yesterday, so it's going to be really interesting to see what he can produce.
What an amazing morning of qualifying it has been. And up next is Mr. Chase Caprara with Trent Guthrie riding shotgun, number 14 out of 81 out of Salinas, California, with Rock Rage Racing. He's got a 2020 Bomber chassis, Tilden LS7, Maximum L4, 4L80, SCST case, Yokohama, Spider Tracks, Trail Ready wheels, Impact seats, Alltech, King, PCI, and Factor 55. This young man can drive extremely well. He started in the UTV, moved up to Legends, and now he's in the 4400 class.
Yeah, it's great to see so many people stepping up from Legends class into 4400. What a drive there from this young man.
I'm going to guess that a top 10 run for sure. And now his dad right behind him, the number 9901 of Brian Caprara, with Guy Hollywood Miller riding shotgun out of Salinas, California with Rock Rage Racing. He's in a 2021 UFO 2-seat IFS, Borello LS7, 4L80E, SCST case, TubeWorks, Fox, RCV, Yokohama, and Trail Ready.
Yeah, and Chase Capera just gives you an idea of how good this field is. Goes into 15th position with a 25.7.
That is absolutely amazing. And Jim, I know you're excited about this next car coming up. Levi Shirley is debuting his brand new car. It's an Off-Road Armory Eurofighter 2-seat IFS, proper tuned to supercharged GM LT5, zero gravity, 4L80E, SCSTK, Spider Tracks, RCV, JE Reel, Method, Yokohama, King, Rugged, Willwood, Baja Designs, and Giggle Pin winch.
Now, the interesting thing about this car is it's not built in the US. This car is actually built in the UK.
Over where you race, correct?
Absolutely. Literally is built an hour from where I live. Now, the interesting thing, he's fighting a few demons at the moment. It's a brand new car. He's got a few things going down. He's got some vibrations.
Yeah, he was saying vibrations. I heard that.
But this car is putting down 600 horsepower, not at the crank, at the wheels.
That is absolutely amazing. And you can see him doing a four-wheel burnout at the start line. Levi Shirley, number 81 out of Dodge City, Kansas, with Levi Shirley Racing.
Now, let's see what he can do here. Now, I've been talking, saying, oh, you got to go maximum attack. And he's like, well, you know, I want to get some seat time. But it looks like he's attacking right now.
I've got nothing to lose because he's not in the points this year. He's going to really push it and try to mix that up. Yeah, and it's great to see a brand new car being debuted at the Legends of the Fall.
Yeah, that's probably about a 12th position, but we shall see. Levi nailed it at the 13th position with a 25.2. So great run as Vaughn Gittin Jr. leaves the line. This is a man who needs no introduction. He's a GIF champion multiple times, but not only that, he is now a 4400 class champion at various different races.
Yeah,
he's a guy to beat.
We're going to see if he can back up his national championship. So Vaughn Gittin Jr. with Eric Davis riding shotgun, number 25 out of Concord, North Carolina with Fun Haver Off-Road Team. He's in that Triton Engineering 2-seat IFS Brocky 2.0, Ford Performance 460 D3, 780 horsepower, Gearworks Turbo 400, Spider Tracks, RCV, and now his buddy Lauren Healy is taking off next.
And Vaughn Gittin Jr. goes up into second position with a 22.59. Astonishing stuff there from Vaughn.
So Fun Haver Off-Road teammate Lauren Healy, number 67 out of Farmington, New Mexico, in that Paul Horschel built single-seat machine. Ford Performance 460 D3, 780 horsepower, Gearworks Turbo 400, Spider Tracks, RCV, Fox, Nitto, Monster, Optima, MBRP, VP Race Fuels, Warren, and Factor 55.
And he's not going to be happy with that. Lauren Healy in 7th position with a 23.5. But look at this, over 1,000 horsepower roaring off the line now. It's Mr. Paul Horschel himself.
Number 19 out of Park City, Utah, with Horschel Motorsports with that P600 big block, Gearworks Turbo 400, SCSTK, Spider Tracks, Nitto, PRP, Fox Live Valve shocks, Trail Ready wheels, Obstacle, TMR Customs, Rigid TubeWorks, PCI, RCV, and Warren.
Yeah, he gets a little bit offline there, but this is going to be quick. Paul Horschel, he goes into second position with a 22.59. My word, this is so close at the top. I've got less than 1 second covering the top 4 cars.
So I think that wraps up qualifying this morning. We did that an hour faster than we thought we were going to do it. These guys and gals put it all on the line, and there we are. What an amazing morning of qualifying.
Yeah, let's go down through some of these runners and riders here in the 4400 class. And it's an absolute who's who here. In 34th position, we've got Tim Hooper. In 33rd, we've got Jean-Philippe Marine. In 32nd, we've got Liam Maurice. In 31st, it's Frank Vanderhyde. Then in 30th is Aaron Smith. In 29th, can you believe this, Brian Capera. In 28th is Brian Moffett. In 27th is Pip Justice. In 26th, it's Chip McLaughlin. In 25th is Brian McFay. In 24th, Cody Hardesty. 23rd, Philip McGlinton. 22nd, Willem McGibbon. In 21st, You're not going to believe this. Marcus Gomez. In 20th is Cade Rod. In 19th, Chase Capera. 18th, Ted Dowka. In 17th, Chad Hunt. 16th, Levi Shirley. 15th, Darian Gomez. 14th, he was our leader for so long, Ryan Rockhold. Then in 13th is Rusty Byler. Just in front of him, in 12th is Josh Byler. In 11th is Wayland Campbell. Then we move up into our top 10. In 10th position, with a 23.8, it's Bailey Campbell. In 9th position is Casey Gilbert with a 23.7. In 8th is Lauren Healy with a 23.6. In 7th is Brett Harrell in 23.5. In 6th is Raul Gomez, our current king, with a 23.3. In 5th is Paul Wolf with a 23 dead. In 4th is JP Gomez with a 28.1. And then in third is Vaughn Jr. with a 22.7. In second, we just saw him out on track, the man with the crazy horsepower, Paul Herschel with 22.2. But Miles, who have you got with you?
But in first place, we have Mr. Christopher Blanton. I mean, you laid it all on the line. At that last little water splash, you were borderline out of control, but you laid it down.
Yeah, I just try to keep a straight line. The USD tires just stuck to the ground. And yeah, I got a little squirrely at the end, kind of a little bit further right coming out of the bounce. When I saw the arch, I thought I was fixing to take it out.
Yeah, it was really close. And also, I forgot to say, happy birthday, buddy.
This is a good birthday present.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't get much more better than that, than getting first place qualifying against a fully stacked field.
It felt good.
Yeah, absolutely amazing job out there. So how's that set you up for tomorrow's race? What kind of going through your head? You're going to be taking off side by side in 30-second increments on this 5-mile track, hour and a half plus a lap. It's going to be wild tomorrow.
It really will be. I feel good. I mean, the tires I run, the USD Sticky, I believe we're going to really put a show on tomorrow. So I hope to do well.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. This is the first time we've ever raced here at South Grand Lake Disney Recreation Area. I know you've been here a couple times. What do you think about actually racing here?
Well, I've came here in Rock Bounce one time a couple years ago, so we've never raced here in the waterfall area. I'm excited. So I've only been here one time, so just crawling, but I'm really excited to race.
So what do you think about the race format and the track itself? I've been saying it's a true Ultra 4 race. I mean, you got go fast, you got water, you got real climbs. I mean, this place is pretty intense.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you got your fast areas, you got your crawling, and you got your rock ledges. So it's all the above. It's going to be a show.
Yeah, I can't wait. Well, Chris, again, happy birthday. Have fun. Get back there. Get everything checked out. But just good job on you, and we'll see how it shakes out.
Thank you.
All right, Chris, always a pleasure. Thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Miles. What a morning of qualifying we've had here at Legends of the Fall here in Disney, Oklahoma. I mean, this has just been absolutely remarkable, hasn't it? I'm loving this format, doing the prologue racing from point A to point B. We sat there when they told us about it and we were like, is that going to work? But it's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and don't forget, we have the NRRA rock bouncing. They're racing as we speak right now. They'll be racing tomorrow evening as well. There's so much going on, but don't forget the MAO. They have the side-by-side championship series. They kick off tomorrow.
Exactly. When you say MAO, you're talking about Mid-America Off-Road, and I believe that's the Visions Park, which is literally 30 minutes from where we are right now.
Mid-America Outdoors. It's a top-notch venue. You haven't been there yet, but I hope to get you there, buddy. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's not an off-road park. It's an off-road destination. So
looking forward to that. Now, we've got more racing coming up today. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so at noon, it's going to be the 4600 Spider Track stock class, and they'll be doing, again, the hour and a half plus a lap. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And then at 3 o'clock is the 4900 Can-Am UTV class. They'll be racing 3 different classes all at the same time. It's going to be absolutely intense. I believe we have 46 UTVs and 13 of the stock class. It's going to be a great race today. And there are some iconic trails out there. I mean, this is going to be a true race to watch. We start at the start-finish, go on down, go up the waterfall. Well, today we're bypassing the waterfall in Viagra, but then going up and then down Little Blue, back around, up the grand staircase. It is going to be an absolutely amazing race course.
Let's talk about Little Blue for a minute, because Little Blue isn't what people are going to expect. This is a huge rift in the rock that's been carved out through millions of years through water erosion. It must be at least 70, 80 feet drop from the top to the bottom.
The elevation change, and then it's just a V in the middle, and it goes left, it goes right. There's multiple super steep going in either side. It's going to be insane to watch.
And they got the choice. They can pick so many different lines through there. They can drop down through the center. They can drop off the high side if they're feeling real brave, or they can go around and take the safe line off the far side.
Yeah,
it's going to be really interesting to see what people do.
JT Taylor put this course together. We've been out here for over a week fine-tuning it, and now we're putting it to a test. They pre-ran yesterday. They're qualifying now, getting ready to run the UTVs and the stock later today, then the 45, 48s, and then the 44s tomorrow. This is going to be a true test. It is going to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely wonderful. It is indeed. I mean, one of the things with this course is there is so much going on out there. We've got the big rock. We've got the water. The water's going to have its part to play. I was talking to Lauren Healy yesterday, and he was saying, he's a bit worried about electrics, keeping the water out of the electrics, and also keeping the water out of the air filters as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And we spoke about it earlier. Tires.
Yeah,
this course is going to be death on tires.
So they were running for less than 30 seconds, and how many flat tires do we see?
Yeah,
we've already
seen a bunch of flat tires out there, so it's going to be very interesting to see how these guys are going to approach the race. Are they going to go flat out? You bet your life they are, because there's too many high horsepower cars out there. They've got to take that risk. They've got to take that gamble. But one thing's for sure, the guys in the hot pits here, they're going to be busy.
Yeah, I was going to say the attrition is going to be huge, and the Amsoil hot pits are going to be hopping, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And the Amsoil hot pits are directly behind us. There's the which way are we looking? There's the start finish. It's going to be an absolutely insane day, so be sure to tune in. We also have live from Speed Sport that'll be popping in and out off and on all weekend with some huge announcements. Ralph Shaheen and company will be out doing their thing, so it's going to be so much going on. You do not want to miss absolutely anything.
Yeah, we keep saying it. Blink and you miss it. There's so much to be had right here, right now. So, looking to the future and what's going on here, what are we going to go live with the racing?
We'll be doing the stock class, the 4600 Spyder stock class at noon. And then at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, it'll be the 4900 Can-Am UTV class. So lots of action. And then don't forget tonight, it won't be live, but you're anywhere in the area at 4 o'clock. We're going to start lining up race cars and do the trunk or treat. And then we'll have the drivers appreciation rep. So we'll have the trunk or treat tonight. We have lots of live music. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So please don't miss anything. So again, just be sure to check it out. Check out the schedule. There's lots of stuff going on, but racing later on the day. Lots of fun in downtown Disney tonight, and then tomorrow it's racing all day, and it's going to be absolutely amazing.
It is indeed, Mars. It's been a fantastic morning of qualifying. We're going to step out now for a short while, but do not go anywhere. Make sure that you're coming back later, because we're going to be live on racetrack. As Miles said, we're going to be here with Speed Sport as well. It's going to be an absolute action-packed weekend here at the 2022 Legends of the Fall in Disney, Oklahoma. We'll catch you later.
Thank you, and see you later.